I'm just getting a post-match interview with James, Dave and Mark after today's 4-1 defeat here at Cirencester. First defeat since early November. James, difficult afternoon for us. We've got to stop giving ourselves a mountain to climb. We're chasing games, but you also got to give them credit. They're a decent side, weren't they?
They're a good team, and actually, was it back in October I think we played them? We said they're the best team that we played to date, and they showed again why that was the case. I mean, the way that they set up, they tried to stop us from playing out. They were getting a lot of second balls in the first half, enabled them to get on top of us a bit, and despite not playing awfully the first half, a couple of individual mistakes that were costly makes it look like it's a terrible half, and ultimately it was a bad start.
We were a lot better second half though than we were first half, weren't we?
We were, and I think it was almost a bit, it took us a bit too long to get into the game in terms of our normal playing style, which is a credit to them. But once we did, we started to create a few chances and a few openings and a few attacks that led to more promising chances at goal. But I think we just took too long to get into that groove. Like I say, it was a credit to them the way they set up, but also uncharacteristic of us, we didn't quite get into the habit. And on this sort of surface, you think it's a perfect surface for us. So that was a shame. But these things happen, and it don't happen very often at the moment. So we're quite. We can't moan too much.
Yeah. Obviously 2-0 down at half time. There probably wasn't a lot in the game, but we've got to probably cut out these errors defensively, because they're, let's say, against opposition like this, we are tending to get punished, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah. Look, it's very difficult because I actually felt it was the tiniest thing away from being a 0-0 at half time. I didn't think we'd played poorly in terms of defensive. I can't stand here and go, I thought we were poor. I thought we did pretty much everything right. We hadn't played football on the pitch. We hadn't passed it as well as I'd want us to, so I wasn't happy with that.
Do you think the having not played for quite a while was a factor in that, or is that just an excuse?
Yes, and no one offered that up at the end. And it's not at the end of the day. We still trained. We were praising how fit we were beating Barton because we'd carried on training and we were doing work inside. Mm-hmm. So you can't one week say that's all we're doing great, and then the next week an excuse. They're a good side. There's no doubt in who deserved to win the game, but for a couple of two moments of madness, it's 0-0, and it's today I thought we were far better defensively in the air. We won most of the headers. I think we got majority of it right. Second half different because we're chasing the game, and so we left ourselves a little bit, and without a doubt on the break they could have, without doubt it could have been another 1 or 2 goals against us. But turning that, we're also just spoke about it. As the group, we've had opportunities could have gone 2-1. That starts to then panic them. It didn't come for us. Keeper's made one good save, and it's kind of how the game went. But it's quite a strange thing. We got beat 4-1, and I actually. I can't berate anybody. Thought Laurie got man of the match. Thought Dan Newton pushed him all the way, and that's your centre half, and we've let 4 goals. And so I'm not on a massive downer about it. Disappointed, but I'm not on a downer about it.
We obviously changed it tactically in the second half. We pushed Tom further forward. Do you think maybe that made a difference in the first half? Because I know you and James have both said that you didn't think we played particularly badly in the first half, but I would say we didn't really create. Apart, obviously, Dan's hit the bar with a looping header. We haven't created an awful great deal. Whereas second half we were more like our fluent flowing selves, weren't we?
Yeah, look, this is offering an excuse, and again, we're not like that. So we changed the game. We changed the team sheet before the kick-off because. And that changed the whole shape of the team around. We've come today with 2 players that we didn't bring Bondi on. He's not right.
Yeah.
We were going to start Charlie. We hoped to start Charlie, and he wasn't right. So from playing Charlie in the 4, we had to change it. Obviously, Pat's got himself suspended, and then all of a sudden you've got to change bits and pieces. We felt Tom was right to play in there, but of course, once you start moving people, and if you take Tom from somewhere's going to suffer because of what he gives us. So you're right, and we second half we changed it round, and of course Timo coming on makes a difference. But again, look, you moving. We've moved players around before, and it's worked for us. We've played Tom in the 4 in lots of games since we've been in this run, and we've won them games. So it wasn't to be.
Skip, got to be pleased with how we made a bit of a fist of it in the second half. Obviously, we go 3-0 down early in the second half. We then get one back, and you're thinking, not again, surely. But the ball we just didn't seem to get the rub of the green in and around the box, whereas maybe in recent games the ball's been falling for us when we've gone with the old 1-2s in the box. It just didn't seem to fall for us. But
yeah, again, I've listening to what both James and David said there. There's no excuses. You've lost to the better side. So, I mean, last time you interviewed us, if you remember, was just before my birthday in November, and I was on a downer because we hadn't performed, we had played poorly, we just didn't do anything correctly. Today, I can't. If lads give you 100%, that's it. That's good enough for me. And then if you get 100%, and then you got a little bit of ability and a little bit of luck and whatever, you get results. Today wasn't our day for different reasons. Their keeper's produced a great save just after half time. We've had a couple of good chances.
He's made 2 or 3 good saves in the second half.
He had. So again, when you look at it, but you could. At half time, I did mention to the lads that a defeat has been in a reckoning for a few weeks because we've been getting out of jail with last-minute equalisers, last-minute goals. So let's not pat ourselves on the back and go, we've just gone 8-9 games undefeated. We've had a little bit of luck along the way. Today, one of those games. Again, I'm not really that down because we've done really well second half. We've played really well against. I've said it in previous interviews. They're probably the best side we've played, them and Berkhamsted. So they're gonna beat a lot of teams. They're gonna, and do you know something? Managers are good lads. They seem polite. They've enjoyed it. They were good when we beat them. The players are fine. It's just a good game of football. We're on the wrong end of the result today, but I've said to our guys, as long as you give 100%, we'll win more games than we lose. Today wasn't our day, so that's life. Move on.
Obviously, Weddy went off at half time. What was that a tactical, or was he picked up
an
injury?
Weddy's been missing now for probably 6 weeks. He's got an illness he's always had. He's had bronchitis. He's trained the last couple of weeks, and again, because of the situation today, we take a risk and start him, but look, he's struggling. So I've said to him today, look, as I'll talk to you as your dad, I ain't going to pick you until we don't come train and get this right, because he's struggling. He's such a good player. I thought he was excellent when he was on, by the way.
Yeah.
But he was visibly dying in front of us. And if I've got any regrets today, it's probably putting him on the pitch.
Yeah.
Because he's not well. So that's my bit. When you become a Dano, my son's playing today, and I've got a kid out there who's got his hands on his knees, and then we take him off. It's the right thing to do. He's in the change room. We shiver him. I told him to have a shower and everything else, get trained. But it's one of those things where I'd like to think I'm better than that, and to sort of tell him to start when he's been rough is the wrong thing to do. So I've got to hold my hands up with that.
And I'm going to cut the interview short now because my fingers are about to drop off because it's absolutely freezing. So have a safe journey back, guys, and enjoy your evening.
Cheers, Lee.
Thank you.